This thing at the top, right under Priority Standard 2, it says Proficiency Scale. This is your best friend. This Proficiency Scale shows you exactly what your child needs to be able to do to get that 4.0, to get that 3.0, that 2.0. In order to get a 4.0, they need to be able to create histograms to represent data. They need to be able to use real data to create a misleading data display. Here's some data. Create a chart that warps people's points of view. This happens all the time in the news and the media. To persuade a viewer to a specific point of view with a purpose. We're teaching our students to critically think, to analyze. Compare and contrast two graphs for different sets of data. Higher order thinking skills. Can they do these things? That's for an A+. Choose and justify the appropriate measure of central tendency. Should you use the mean, median, mode, or range for this situation? You know how to find the mean, you know how to find the range. Which one should you do? Again, critical thinking, application. We want them to be able to apply what they've learned. That's this stuff. These are level 3s, and if you look at the code, 2.4.1, the 2 refers to the priority standard. The second number refers to the level of skill, level 4, level 3, level 2. The last number is just the specific learning target, the specific item that they're working on. This is the stuff, the content that we want them to learn. What is a mean? What is a quartile? This is the vocabulary. They should know the vocabulary. They should know how to do a mean, median, mode, and quartiles and range. They should know how to identify what kind of a graph that is, bar graph, line. They should know the stuff. If they can do all of this, they're at the C- level. Where in most other schools, that's an A+. We want our students to apply. We want them to be able to critically think, analyze. Use this for something. Now, a lot of parents ask me, I see on this chart 2.5 B-, 3.5. How do they get a 2.5? How do they get a 3.5? Because it sounds like it goes from C to A really fast. Oh, is there no B? There is. Here's the way it works. Once the students learned all the stuff, it takes a while for them to develop that mastery, that ability to apply it, that ability to think critically about it. A 2.5 says they're getting there. There's 7 learning targets in this 3.0 area. Maybe they've got 4 or 5 of them down, they're just not there yet. They're still missing some skills. A 2.5 says they definitely know all the stuff, and they're almost at the 3.0 level. They've got a lot of this, they're just missing some things. We don't want to keep them at that C- level, we want to reward them for that. No, you're at a B now, you keep working. A 3.5 says, no, you can apply it, great. And you're almost at this level. You can do some of this, but you're not all the way there yet, so now you're at a 3.5. Not an A+, not an A-, you're at an A. You almost are there. Overall priority standard review. Overall priority standard review, editable PowerPoints. They can go in, they can see the notes, they can edit it, they can adjust it for what they want to do to study. 4.0 activity. If you got a 4.0 on your 3rd assessment, you can work on this instead of taking your 4th assessment. Again, differentiating. If you mastered this last time, you don't need to worry so much about mastery. Why don't you work on this? This is going to take you to that next level for you. This is going to challenge you at your level so that you're not bored. It's all right here. This is what they did today. They're getting ready for, so to speak, their final test for this priority standard. But remember, if the students take this final test, which is maybe assessment 4 or assessment D, and they're still not happy with their score, they can take it a 5th time, or a 6th time, a 7th time, as many times as they need to keep working towards mastery. But they give it 4 times in class. The 5th, the 6th, the 7th time, that can be after school and tutoring, before school.